Watching Game Chambers yesterday. Game Changers. It was a vegan propaganda movie. I thought it was quite good, but I've been vegan before. I've got sick. I know veganism doesn't work long term, so no matter what kind of brainwashing techniques they use, it's not going to work on me. After my experience. Um, these guys they talk about how a vegan diet is great for human health and stuff like that. And do you know what I mean? And I was just watching this, and I've noticed that they're talking about some of the Roman athletes, like the Roman and Greeks, doing the Olympic Games and stuff like that. And these guys, they found studies saying that these guys were predominantly vegetarian. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, predominantly vegetarian does not mean vegan. All right, you can be a vegetarian and still eat a load of eggs, milk, butter, cheese. So you could be cramming in the animal products and still be a vegetarian. Do you know what I mean? And also predominantly vegetarian means they're not vegetarian. Maybe 90% of their calories are vegetarian, and then the final 10% comes from meat. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, from these studies, from looking at people like the Kenyans and the hunter gatherers, yeah, they were high carb. So obviously, yeah, carbohydrates and plants, they're good for human health, but they're not everything. You do need a little bit of meat to get those some of those nutrients in. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, predominantly, a lot of early humans might have been predominantly vegetarian, but none of them were vegan. Veganism in nature for humans does not exist. It's not a thing. Or maybe for giraffes or elephants, maybe they're vegan. Maybe the squirrels are vegan. I don't know. Maybe they're just because they're born to be herbivores. Humans are not. We are designed to, eat meat, and yeah, I think a lot of people in the Western world do eat too much meat. I do think there's a need for a lot of people to cut down on their meat and dairy intake. But to cut it out entirely, that's too far. That's not a good idea. So I think well-rounded, balanced diet is what we need for human health. All right, and don't be too restrictive.